Capturing wildlife is not easy. Your subject is often far away, moving fast, or only visible for a few seconds, so you need a camera with strong zoom, fast autofocus, and sharp image quality. In this video, we'll take a look at the best wildlife cameras available right now, including beginner-friendly super zooms and professional mirrorless pics. All the products mentioned are linked below. So, if you're ready, let's get started. Starting at number 4. Sony RX10 IV. This is one of the best all-in-one cameras for wildlife photography, especially if you want strong performance without changing lenses. It comes with a 24 to 600 mm equivalent Zeiss zoom lens, giving you enough reach for birds, animals, travel, and outdoor shooting in one compact setup. It uses a 20.1 megapixel, 1-inch stacked Exmor RS sensor, which gives better image quality than smaller super zoom cameras, and it can shoot up to 24 frames per second with autofocus and auto exposure tracking. That makes it useful for birds taking off, animals moving quickly, or fast moments you only get one chance to capture. Autofocus is another major strength. The Sony RX10 IV has fast phase detection autofocus, reliable subject tracking, 4K video, a sharp electronic viewfinder, good ergonomics, and a dust and moisture-resistant design, making it a strong choice for outdoor use. The main drawback is the price. It is expensive for a fixed lens camera, and the 600 mm reach is not as extreme as the Nikon Coolpix P1100. But if you want a premium all-in-one wildlife camera with great autofocus, solid image quality, and a built-in lens, the Sony RX10 IV is still one of the best bridge cameras you can buy. At number 3, Canon EOS R7. This is one of the best value wildlife cameras, especially if you want serious autofocus and interchangeable lenses without paying full-frame flagship prices. It uses a 32.5 megapixel APS-C sensor, which is great for wildlife because the crop factor gives your lenses extra reach. That makes it a strong option for birds, animals, and distant subjects. Pair it with a good Canon RF telephoto lens, and you get a powerful wildlife setup that costs less than many professional full-frame systems. The R7 also has Canon's dual-pixel CMOS AF2 autofocus system with subject detection for animals, people, and vehicles. For wildlife, this helps the camera lock onto birds and animals more confidently. You also get up to 15 frames per second with the mechanical shutter and up to 30 frames per second with the electronic shutter. Another big advantage is resolution. With 32.5 megapixels, you have plenty of room to crop your photos later, which is very useful when your subject is still far away. The camera also includes in-body image stabilization, 4K video, dual card slots, and a dust and moisture-resistant body design. The main drawback is that it won't match full-frame cameras like the Nikon Z8 in low light or dynamic range. The electronic shutter can also show rolling shutter in some fast action situations. But for the price, the Canon EOS R7 gives you an excellent mix of speed, reach, autofocus, and image quality. At number 2, OM System OM1 Mark II. This is one of the best wildlife cameras for people who want speed, reach, and portability in a rugged body. It uses a 20.4 megapixel micro 4/3 stacked sensor, which gives your lenses a 2x crop factor. That means you can get serious telephoto reach with smaller, lighter lenses. This makes it especially useful for bird photography, hiking, travel, and long outdoor shoots, where carrying a huge full-frame lens is not practical. You can build a wildlife kit that is easier to carry while still getting plenty of reach. Speed is the biggest highlight. The OM1 Mark II can shoot extremely fast bursts, including up to 120 frames per second in Pro Capture mode with focus and exposure locked, or up to 50 frames per second with continuous autofocus and auto exposure tracking. This helps capture moments like a bird taking off, wings opening, or an animal suddenly moving. At number 1, Nikon Z8. This is the best overall wildlife camera here. It takes many of the best features from Nikon's flagship Z9 and puts them into a smaller, more manageable body. For wildlife photographers who want professional performance without carrying the biggest camera possible, the Z8 is an incredible choice. It uses a 45.7 megapixel full-frame stack sensor, giving you excellent detail, strong dynamic range, and plenty of room to crop. That is extremely important for wildlife, Because even with a long lens, birds and animals are not always close enough. Speed is another major reason it ranks number 1. The Z8 can shoot up to 20 frames per second in RAW, up to 30 frames per second in full resolution JPEG, and up to 120 frames per second in lower resolution modes. It also has advanced subject detection and Nikon's 3D tracking system, which is very useful for birds, mammals, and unpredictable movement. You also get in-body stabilization, a tough weather-sealed body, a strong electronic viewfinder experience, and excellent video features, including high-end 8K and 4K recording options. So it works not only for wildlife photos, but also for serious video work. The biggest drawback is the cost. The Z8 is not a budget camera, and good Nikon Z telephoto lenses can make the full setup expensive. It is also more serious than a simple bridge camera, so it may be too much for casual users. But if you want the best overall wildlife camera from this list, the Nikon Z8 is the clear winner. It gives you the resolution, speed, autofocus, and professional flexibility needed for serious wildlife and bird photography. That wraps up our list of the best wildlife cameras you can buy right now. All the products mentioned are linked in the description below, so you can check prices and availability there. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more tech buying guides. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.